Hi, I'm Brendan O'Mahony from Broma Engineering, and today we're going to talk about technical submittals. This is what people kind of look like when I talk about them. They just look worried and confused, and today we're going to try to stop that, because without technical submittals we don't have a project, and that's really the way it is. So what is a technical submittal? It's a pack of information that's sent from a contractor or a vendor, let's say an AHU. It tells you everything you need to know about the AHU and the dimensions, weights, consumption, airflow, everything you need to know, so that the design team and the engineering team can review and approve if it's right, in a structured way, and give feedback if it's not right, or if there's further information needed. So it's a way of making sure that what we are buying for the project fits in with the design. And the design team are heavily involved in this, and they have the ultimate say on whether this product or component is used or not. So what goes into technical submittal? You'll have drawings anyway, that's the easy one. You can have calculations. You could even have samples of the product, depends on what you're using. Obviously you're not going to get a sample of a AHU or a transformer. You can also add in, but sometimes it's a bridge too far at the start of a project, the method statements for install, and then your quality and commissioning documentation, so check sheets and all that. But it gets a bit hard. Sometimes you can separate these out and make commissioning and quality separate and get the design approved ASAP, especially if you're under serious time constraint. It's a call that you have to make. But these are optional, I would say. Easier to get it all done in one go if you can, but then you're going to have a different review flow. So it's a judgment call. So why are they so often ignored and not a big deal? I think the reason is because technically it's difficult. You need to kind of have a very strong background, a good technical knowledge in order to review one of these. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be. Anyone in the management of a data center build should have a very strong knowledge of what's going on with technical submittals at any given time. Okay, so what do we need to get the technical submittal process working on site? The first thing you need is a list. So the technical submittal register of every technical submittal we expect to see on the job. Really, you should have a template for this for a data center already. Find one and work with it. Look at the design review. It's difficult to do this from scratch. It's going to take time. It could be cause a delay, but you need a list of everyone you expect on your submittal register. And there's no easy way to do that, really. You're going to have to gather. Document control will own this list. They will have to go around the houses, go to department leads, and see how many technical submittals, what technical submittals they are expecting. With the technical submittal register or the technical submittal log, I would advise that you make them all the same weight. What does that mean? That means that we don't have a technical submittal with, 20 components, 50 components. How important are they? Could be little valves, could be fasteners, things like that. But you need to put a weight against each technical submittal. So an AHU is obviously a big one, a transformer, LV switchgear. But even the LV switchgear, break them into the separate components, the different types. So you want your reporting, you're building up your log now, so your reporting is accurate. You don't want a bolt having the same reporting weight, percentage complete, we'll say 7%, as an AHU. Now just guess it, just so your reporting's accurate. But keep that in mind before you have your log. Your weighting should end up being 100%, of course, and then with AI now, AI will know what weighting to put against it. You can upload that list and say, weight these accordingly, review it, and say, yeah, I'm happy with that weighting. So now the contractors or vendors are going to have to prepare technical submittals. Now, if they're competent contractors and vendors, they should be very used to doing this. They should have a system. Document control will send them out the system we're using. What the CDE is, the Common Data Environment. ACC is a common one. Procore. They're two of the most common right now at the moment. We've EDA, Omega, Dalux. So a pack is sent out to all vendors, all contractors saying, you know, this is what we expect. This is the workflow. This is part of your project execution plan for document control. You could send out the whole execution plan and that's part of it and reference it. So Doc Control own this and are managing it. So the technical submittal is prepared as per the document control project execution plan, and then it's sent into document control or it's uploaded to the CDE, and it goes on a workflow where it's initial review for QA/QC by doc control, and then it's pushed on to the designers for review and comment, or they can reject it. So you have 3, A, B, C, D. A is approved, B is approved of comment, C is rejected, and D is like completely rejected. I'll tell you that in a minute. But we're looking for A's and B's. A's if possible, B's are fine. So they'll have to go back and address the comments and send it back in, and then it is approved. This is why I like to separate out design from commissioning and method statements and health and safety, because it just slows it down. If it's all one big lump of a technical submittal, it's going to have to go on to HSE. It's going to slow it down. It's going to have to go on to quality and commissioning. It's going to slow it down. So I would keep it separate at the beginning. If you're under pressure, keep them separate. The workflow for health and safety, the workflow for quality and commissioning should be separate. It's much easier. Okay, so we can use technical submittals to get a good idea of the health of the project early on, and quite a good way into the project. So we have the technical submittals weighted, we have a list, and then now we can start reporting percentage complete, percentage in review, and a percentage not submitted. We can also track that against when we expect those technical submittals to come in. So we can get very good data out of this and see where we are. If technical submittals are in trouble, the project is usually in trouble. If technical submittals are in a good position, the project is usually in a good position. So I personally always check technical submittals, see where we're at. It generally lets you know how good your contractors are, how good your vendors are, how good design is. If this is in a mess, the project is in a mess and it needs to be rectified immediately. If you find yourself in this position where technical submittals are not, sometimes they don't even exist, it means we're flying blind and we don't have any insurance policy if something goes wrong. So when you arrive to a project, even if it's early on, the OFCI equipment should already be purchased. So those technical submittals should be up on the system and they should be reviewed and approved status A. If that's not there, that's the first thing I would be looking for. Okay, so reporting. It's very important that from a very early stage in the project that we're doing this technical submittal status is reported in the weekly health check or the weekly meeting, and it's also, if we have one set up, that there's a live tracking of this. So Power BI or even some of the CDEs have trackers available and reports available that you can get anytime. Set them up, have them ready, know what you're measuring, should be good data. Project director, stakeholder team, client team should be able to get this information readily. We should have percentages against time. You know, there's no point having, and there should be, I'm not a big fan of red, amber, green, but something like that. Maybe this works for this, but you should know your percentage. Is it ahead or behind, depending on the timeline. It takes a bit of work, but it's well worth it. Then we understand if we're in trouble or not. Okay, I think I've covered most things there, even if it is a bit clunky. But if you have any more questions, please contact Broma Engineering. We have registers. contact us. There's a link to our website. We can send you a typical register or typical log and give you any help you need with getting this back up to speed if you're in trouble, or getting it set up before the project begins, which is the right thing to do.